what's your opinion on drugs? Because we were talking about this off the podcast. I don't know how much of it we can say on the podcast, but do you think drugs could be a good thing for people?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, what are drugs? Drugs are just chemical compositions put together in order to create a reaction.
Yeah.
So the question is, can you engineer these chemicals without being attached to them in order to achieve certain results? So for example, caffeine. Caffeine is a nootropic. Caffeine is a drug.
Yeah.
But people, because they feel it in some way, shape, or form as if it was a normal thing, they don't classify it as a drug. But it is. It's an enhancer. So the question is, how can I use this thing, this caffeine, this chemical composition, to thrive, as opposed to allowing it to control my life? So it can be whether it's psilocybin, whether it's THC, whether it's CBD, whether it is whatever it is you choose it to be. I don't think that there is anything inherently wrong with the chemical composition. It's more so who's using it, why they're using it, and what is the outcome of their life when they use it. The example that I like to give, and you might resonate with it, is that of a razor, right? You have a razor that you use to shave.
Yeah.
If I give it to a child, right, and he cuts his face, who's at fault? Is it the razor or is it the child? It can't be the razor, because the razor is just the razor. The razor does what the razor does.
Yeah.
The problem isn't the child either, because the child is just immature. But if you give that same razor to a grown man, he's going to shave normal. He's going to understand how to use it.
Yeah.
So what is the premise? Is that a good thing at the wrong time can now become a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
So it's not whether a psychoactive is good or bad. It's, why am I tapping into this? What am I becoming when I tap into this? And am I dependent on this thing in order to live my life? But I think people can utilize enhancers, nootropics, things of this nature in order to find neural pathways in their psyche that they haven't been able to tap into before. So
do you think like there's some drugs that governments are holding secret that can make humans better?
100%. I mean, just look at what DMT did in the 60s and the 70s. It was a revolutionary drug, MDMA, which is also known as ecstasy. I've never taken it. But if you look at the story attached behind it, the government, made it illegal because it was causing a revolution of sorts amongst the people, and it was banned, and it was classified as a substance 1 drug, which means this is illegal, don't touch it.
But it's making people better.
I'm not saying it's making people better or worse. It's more so it's causing people to question the propaganda. And if you question, like I told you before, bro, anything that is there to question what things are gets chopped.